Mike, check. Justin Hunt. It's all happening. Thanking everybody rocking with the channel. Thanking everybody subscribe to the channel. Share the link, share the video. It's priceless. Big thank you to everyone who's donated. If you like to donate, hit the Cash App that's right up there, or you can hit the link in the description. Chart report, just like we do every Tuesday. You know what day it is. Chart report. Brand new chart report out today. Brand new chart report out today. And with this brand new chart report out today, we have a brand new number one. Coming in at number one on the Billboard Hot 100 this week, Golden, Huntrix, EJ, Audrey, Nuna, and Ray Ami, straight off the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. 1 second applause. I've been telling you about this one. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, how I thought this had number one potential, just with how it's been moving and acting on the charts. It being a part of the soundtrack to K-pop Demon Hunters, which seems like everybody I know with kids tell me their kids love it. And look at what we have today. Brand new number one. Big shout out to all parties involved. 1 second applause again. That means that pushes my joint, Ordinary Alex Warren, down to number two. Peak position, number one, obviously 26 weeks on the chart. Still a fantastic song. I'm not sure if this is going to be a battle going forward, just with the momentum that Golden has. I mean, this song is really built for built for chart position, 100%. All the way around. But big shout out to Alex Warren. 1 second applause. Number three, Subway, The Subway by Chappell Roan. New entry, 1 second applause. I listened to this song. I don't really think this is it. I think it's a serviceable pop song. The video is cool, but kind of weird. It takes place in New York City. They're on the subway with all kinds of crazy things happening. There's scenes where she's laying in a big bed of her own hair and there's rats crawling up in it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But as a song itself, it just doesn't feel like that strong to me. I have a feeling this will be its peak. Let me know if you've heard this song from Chappell Roan, The Subway. 1 second applause. New entrant. Number four, What I Want, Il Yuck Gross featuring Tate McRae. Number five, Daisies, Justin Bieber. Last week, number four, peak position number two, 4 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. Number six, Love Me Not, Raven Lenae. Raven Lenae, last week, number six, peak position number six, 19 weeks on the chart. I halfway expected this one to creep up a notch this week, but obviously with Chappell Roan, I think that is part of the reason why it's held steady. We'll see where this goes, but Raven Lenae has come so far, so far. I'm a big fan of her music. I love this song. I like the video quite a bit, and I still think there's some ground for her to cover here on the Billboard Hot 100. Big shout out to Raven Lenae. 1 second applause. Number seven, Just In Case, Il Yuck Gross. Number eight, Your Idol, Saha Boys, Andrew Choi, Neckwave, Danny Chung, Kevin Wu, and Samuel Lee. Last week, number nine, peak position number 8, 7 weeks on the chart. This is also from K-pop Demon Hunter's soundtrack. 1 second applause. Number 9, Lose Control, my man Teddy Swims. Last week, number 7, peak position number 1, 103 weeks on the chart. I saw a crazy stat on this song that went viral this week. It says Teddy Swims' Lose Control is set to be the first ever song to spend 2 full years on the Billboard Hot 100. It's currently expected to rise to number 5 in its 104th week on the chart. 1 second applause to Teddy Swims. Big shout out to Brian Zook. He added some context here to this, and I think this is actually pretty interesting too. He says Teddy Swims is signed to Warner Records under a licensing deal, which means he literally owns the longest charting song in Hot 100 history. He owns it. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm a fan of Teddy Swims. I'm also a fan of entrepreneurship and smart business. Teddy Swims is all things awesome. Big shout out to Teddy Swims. 1 second applause. Number 10, a bar song, Tipsy, Shaboozey. Last week, number 8, peak position number 1, 69 weeks on the chart. Love this song. I love the success it's continuing to have. I mean, again, it's been on the charts for 69 weeks. It broke a country record last year. And Shaboozey is clearly, because again, he's on multiple songs on the charts every week. But Shaboozey is clearly carving an incredible niche for himself in the country space. And I think we're only seeing the beginning of what he is poised to accomplish. Big shout out to Shaboozey and Empire. 1 second applause. Number 11, I'm the Problem. Yes, you are. Il Yuck Gross. Number 12, Die With A Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Number 13, Luther, Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Last week, number 12, peak position number 1, 37 weeks on the chart. Big shout out to Kendrick Lamar and SZA for the tour that they've gone on. Kendrick's going to continue on a few dates. I think he's in Australia. I know Schoolboy Q and Doechii are going to join him on tour, but SZA stepping off the tour now, and just the incredible amount of success that these two have put together this year, but also throughout their entire careers, is really just a testament to putting the music first, in my opinion. I think the PG Lang strategy and the TDE strategy bleeds through all the artists that are affiliated with this new Motown, new Stax Records, that is TDE, the house that Top Dog and Punch built. And it's just really incredible to see. You know, Luther's been probably the best candidate for Song of the Summer, I guess, maybe, you know. It's weird how the charts work these days. I don't think there's obviously a Song of the Summer anymore, but just the amount of success that this song continues to have. Hyper impressive. 1 second applause. 14, Soda Pop, Sahao Boys, Andrew Choi, Neckwave, Danny Chung, Kevin Wu, and Samuel Lee. Last week, number 16, peak position number 14, 6 weeks on the chart. Also on the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. 1 second applause. Number 15, Good News, Shaboozey, last week 17, peak position 15, 37 weeks on the chart. See what I mean by Shaboozey? This is that song. This is that song. This is that song I've been talking about. When I talk about how people who address real things that are going on in the world right now are going to have success, and I think this is a great example of that. Everybody needs some good news. We all just need some good news right now, and Shaboozey really captures that sentiment in this song. 1 second applause to Shaboozey. 16, Man-Child, Sabrina Carpenter. 17, Pink Pony Club, Chaperone. 18, Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. 19, How It's Done, Huntrix, EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami. Last week, 19, peak position 19, 6 weeks on the chart. Also on K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. 1 second applause. 20, Said Baby I'm a Dog, I'm a Mutt. Ooh, big shout out to my man Leon Thomas, still holding me down on the R&B side. Last week, number 18, peak position number 12, 27 weeks on the chart. Love this album. I praise it every week because I love this album. Let me know what you guys think about Leon Thomas and his project Mutt and this song Mutt. 1 second applause. 21, I Had Some Help, Ilyuk Gross featuring Ilyuk Gross. 22, Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. 23, I Got Better, Ilyuk Gross. 24, Mystical Magical, Benson Boone. 25, What It Sounds Like, Huntrix, EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami. Last week, 29, peak position 25, 6 weeks on the chart. New peak again. Also on K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. I gotta watch this movie. I gotta watch this movie now. If anything, for the music, you know, I've listened to these tracks that they've had on YouTube. They all sound fun. A bunch of fun K-pop soundtrack type songs. 1 second applause. 26, Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else, Benson Boone. 27, Free, Rumi, Genu, EJ, and Andrew Choi. Last week, 28, peak position 27, 6 weeks on the chart. Also on the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. I'm noticing a pattern here, guys. Let me know if you heard this soundtrack all the way through. 1 second applause. 28, Undressed, Sombr. Last week, 30, peak position 25, 18 weeks on the chart. Sombr has announced his upcoming debut album. We've been talking about Sombr for a very long time on the charts. And now he's officially announced his debut album is called I Barely Know Her. Interesting story about Sombr here. I think I wasn't super familiar with who he was outside the songs that were on the tracks, but here's some info on him. The singer-songwriter, born Shane Booz, wrote the entirety of the record and co-produced it with Tony Berg, who has worked on records from Taylor Swift, Phoebe Bridgers, and Boy Genius. Sombr recently released the funk-inspired single 12 to 12 and dropped an accompanying video co-starring Addison Rae. I Barely Know Her arrives on the heels of a red-hot year for the 20-year-old who scored 2 concurrent chart hits with Back to Friends and Undressed. Both songs picked up steam on TikTok before impacting the Billboard Hot 100 with Back to Friends reaching number 31 and Undressed hitting number 25. Both singles appear on I Barely Know Her as well as 12 to 12 and the freshly released We Never Dated. So you'll see those on the charts as well. Spoiler alert. Here's some info about Sombr. Sombr, who dropped out of high school to pursue music after his 2022 hit Caroline took off, was recently included in Variety's Young Hollywood Impact list, explaining that his sudden rise can be credited to his creative honesty. My music is resonating because it came from my heart, he said. All I want to do is keep writing and touring and serving my supporters for the rest of my days. That's what gives me purpose. I'm not mad at that. 1 second applause to Sombr. 29, Takedown, Huntrix, EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami. Last week, 33, peak position 29, 6 weeks on the chart. Another one from the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. 1 second applause. 30, Back to Friends, Sombr. Last week, 32, peak position 30, 19 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 31, All the Way, Big X to Plug, featuring Bailey Zimmerman. Last week, 27, peak position number 4, 18 weeks on the chart. Big fan of this song, big fan of all this rap country crossovers. I think culturally they're closer than it may seem at times. And I think we're seeing the success of these type of collaborations right now. Reminds me a lot of the rap rock collaborations that took over the early 2000s. 20-year cycles. Everything happened 20 years ago, comes back 20 years later, slightly askew. Big shout out to Big X to Plug and Bailey Zimmerman. 1 second applause. 32, Yukon, Justin Bieber. Last week, number 40, peak position 17, 4 weeks on the chart. Big leap here, moved up 8 spots. 1 second applause to Justin Bieber. 33, Burning Blue, Mariah the Scientist. Last week, 41, peak position 25, 14 weeks on the chart. She continues to have all kinds of success. We'll come back to that a little bit later. 1 second applause to Mariah the Scientist. 34, Big Leap Here, It Depends. Chris Brown featuring Bryson Tiller. Last week, 43, peak position 34, 2 weeks on the chart. I like the new Bryson Tiller project. I like it quite a bit. Let me know if you've heard it. This song, again, has jumped 9 spots. So I think this has got some legs on it. It's moving pretty quickly. 1 second applause. 35, Blue Strips, Jesse Murph. Last week, 34, peak position 15, 17 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. I swear she's rapping on this song. And she's doing rap staccato style singing, talking about, I went to the strip club because my heart was broken. Basically, paraphrase. 1 second applause to Jesse Murph. 36, 30 for 30, SZA with Kendrick Lamar. Last week, number 36, peak position 10, 33 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 37, Backup Plan, Bailey Zimmerman and Luke Combs. 38, After All the Bars Are Closed, Thomas Rhett. 39, Miami, Ill Yuck Gross featuring Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. Last week was 21, peak position 21, 5 weeks on the chart. This one slid 14 spots this week. I listened to, again, I was talking about this last week. It sounds like they're dissing Miami. It sounds like Ill Yuck Gross is dissing Miami on it. Just a really weird song to me. 1 second applause again for Wheezy and Rick Ross. 40, What Did I Miss? Ooh, Yuck, Drake. Last week, 31, peak position 2, 5 weeks on the chart. Slid 9 spots. This song's just not sticking. 41, Worst Way, Riley Green. 42, Nokia, Ooh, Yuck, Drake. Last week, 37, peak position 2, 25 weeks on the chart. 43, APT, Rose and Bruno Mars. Last week, 45, peak position 3, 42 weeks on the chart. 44, Love Somebody, Ooh, Yuck, Gross. 45, Happen to Me, Russell Dickerson. 46, Folded, Kehlani. Last week, 54, peak position 46, 8 weeks on the chart. This is a new peak. Really great song, really fantastic song. And I'm happy to see Kehlani have continued success, given everything that she's had to fight against, all of the propaganda they've been throwing at this young lady. And she stands 10 toes down for what she believes in. I always respect that. 1 second applause. 47, Back in the Saddle, Luke Combs. 48, Which One? Ill Yuck, Drake, and Central C. Last week, 23, peak position 23, 2 weeks on the chart. This one isn't sticking either. I did a video reacting to Bag Fuel's comments that hip hop is boring without Ill Yuck, Drake at the #1 spot. Check it out. It's on the site right now. The comment section's hilarious. The comment section really is carrying that video, so make sure you check it out. 49, Eternity, Alex Warren. 50, 20 Cigarettes, Ill Yuck, Gross. 51, Better Me For You, Brown Eyes, Max McNown. 52, Fix What You Didn't Break, Nate Smith. 53, 6 Months Later, Megan Maroney. 54, Napoleon Suicide Boys, debut new entry. 1 second applause. They have a new album out, and it spawned 4 tracks that you're going to see here on the Billboard Hot 100. I like this one a lot. These guys are from New Orleans. It really does feel like lo-fi, vintage, Cash Money, No Limit type rap sound. Later tracks that we'll see sound a little bit more like 3 6 Mafia or whatever. If you're familiar with Suicide Boys, let me know. I have a cursory understanding of who they are, but I haven't listened to their music in a very long time. I think they came out in I first became aware of them in maybe 2013, 14, or 15. I know we did some stories on them, but I haven't been keeping up with them, full disclosure. This song got some bars on it, though. 1 second applause. 55, Bottle Rockets, Scott McCreery and Hootie and the Blowfish. Last week, 63, peak position 55, 7 weeks on the charts. I think I finally took a listen to this song, and I think I understand Why is Hootie and the Blowfish? I mean, it sounds like he's interpolating Hold My Hand, which is a classic song. I love that song so much. Not mad at the song at all. Let me know what you guys think about it. 1 second applause. 56, Wildflower, Billie Eilish. 57, Outside, Cardi B, last week 60. Peak position 10, 7 weeks on the chart. Still holding right here, basically. It's been within 57 and 60 for over the past, in the mid 50s to 60s over the past couple of weeks here. Let me know if you're getting excited about Cardi B's new album. 58, Ring, 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 Tyler, the Creator. Last week, 47, peak position 44, 3 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 59, Shake It to the Max, Fly, Molly, Silent Addy, Skillabang, and Shensia. Last week, 58, peak position 44, 12 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 60, I Ain't Coming Back, Good, Ilya Gross featuring Ilya Gross. 61, Amen, Shaboozey and Jelly Roll. Last week, 64, peak position 56, 15 weeks on the chart. I say this every week because I do think it's really fascinating. And I do think that this collaboration particularly here colors this country hip hop hybrid era. I think it's fair to say that we're moving into an era that will include a lot more than what we're seeing now. I mean, here's two former rappers who are now two of the biggest artists in country music. We have never seen this before. This is a history-making turn of events, and I love every part of it. 1 second applause. 62, Is It a Cry, Mariah, The Scientist, and Kali Uchis. Peak position 62, 1 week on the chart, new entrant. New entrant. That means that Mariah the Scientist now has 2 songs in the Hot 100. 1 second applause. That means that Mariah the Scientist now has 2 songs in the Hot 100. She deserves it all. 1 second applause. I like the official video is not out yet, but the cover art for the video on YouTube is an all pink background and a little green woman soldier, like those little green toy soldiers, the static ones that are, I guess, old, probably some of the first action figures ever, but there's no action to them. It's a little green one with a woman saluting. It's really dope. 1 second applause again. 63, Jump, Blackpink. 64, House Again, Hudson Westbrook. 65, Just Keep Watching, Tate McRae. 66, Takedown, Zhang Yang, Gio, and Chae Young of Twice. 67, No Broke Boys, Disco Lines, and Tinashe. Last week, 75, peak position 67, 4 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 68, Your Way's Better, Forrest Frank. 69, Strategy, Twice. Last week, 74, peak position 69, 3 weeks on the chart. This song features Megan Thee Stallion. I don't understand why they're not crediting her on this unless the Meg version isn't the version that's charting, which would be very weird to me. She's definitely on the song, even if she's not in the video. Let me know if you guys might understand why that is. I'll make a phone call and figure out why it's labeled this way. It could just be what's happening with Billboard. They've updated their site, as you can see. So the next song, for example, number 70, Sugar on My Tongue, Tyler, the Creator, doesn't have the cover art here, and this one does. So perhaps that's a little glitch that's happening with whatever updates they're making to the site. Nevertheless, 1 second applause to Strategy, Twice, and 1 second applause to Tyler, the Creator. 71, Party For You, Charlie XCX. 72, Superman, Ilya Gross. 73, Bar None, Jordan Davis. 74, Don't Mind If I Do, Riley Green featuring Ella Langley. New entrant. 1 second applause. 75, Twilight Zone, Ariana Grande. 76, Tennessee, Ilya Gross. 77, Lemonade, Forrest Frank and the Figs. 78, Bloodline, Alex Warren and Jelly Roll. Last week, 76, peak position 32, 11 weeks on the chart. Really love this collaboration as well. 1 second applause. 79, Sparks, Coldplay. Last week, 79, peak position 79, 4 weeks on the chart. I will forever think about this song as the song that got the CEO of astronomy caught up with the head of HR. This is the Summer Jam Screen Coldplay song. 1 second applause. 80, Rather Lie, Playboy Cardi and The Weeknd, still holding on. Last week, 85, peak position number 4, 21 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 81, Somewhere Over Laredo, Lainey Wilson. 82, Frencia, Dryas de la Sierra. 83, Nice to Meet You, my man Miles Smith. Last week, 86, peak position 82, 9 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. Really talented artist. Really, really talented artist. I'm a big fan of his. Very country-leaning type sound. Last year, he had Stargazing, which was my favorite songs last year. Make sure you take a listen to Miles Smith. 1 second applause to him again. 84, Revolving Door, Tate McRae. 85, Marlboro Rojo. Red Marlboros. Is that? I guess that's what it is. Marlboro Rojo. Rojo means red. I think I remember that one. So this is like the harsh Marlboros. Oh, that's how hard they are. Fueja Regida, 1 second applause. 86, EOO, Bad Bunny. Last week, 86, peak position 24, 29 weeks on the chart. Big shout out to Bad Bunny, 1 second applause. 87, Hard Fought Hallelujah. Hard Fought Hallelujah. Possibly the hardest potential t-shirt on this list. Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll. Last week, 78, peak position 40, 25 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 88, So Far So Fake. Pierce the Veil, New entrant, 1 second applause. 89, Went Legit, G Herbo. Last week, 81, peak position 81, 5 weeks on the chart. Big fan of this song. I talk about it every week. Samples Kanye West, Drive Slow. Make sure you take a listen to that. G Herbo's rapping on it. 1 second applause. 90, Count Your Blessings, Suicide Boys. Again, this one sounds more like through maybe like a lo-fi 3-6 Mafia. And it's not a bad listen. Not a bad listen at all. I haven't heard the whole project. I'm definitely going to sink into it. New entrant, 1 second applause. 91, Oh What a Wretched Man I Am, Suicide Boys again. So when they drop, the Hot 100 felt this. 1 second applause to Suicide Boys. 92, Typa, Glorilla. Last week, 93, peak position 42, 8 weeks on the chart. That's the type of song I like. Shout out to Glorilla. 1 second applause. 93, Wim Whammy, Pluto and YK Nice. Last week, 90, peak position 51, 16 weeks on the chart. They've had outside success this year. I have nothing but positive things to say about the impact that this song is having. I think it's a fun song, and I look forward to see what they can do in the future if they can replicate the magic that they caught on Wim Whammy. 1 second applause. 94, Tu Sancho, Fueja Regida. 95, 12 to 12, Sombr. Peak position, 95, new entrant. 1 second applause. 96, Park, Tyler Hubbard. 97, A Lot More Free, Max McNown. 98, Country Song Came On, Luke Bryan. 99, Somebody, Latto. New entrant, 1 second applause. It took some months for this song to get here, but it finally got here. It interpolates, I guess it interpolates. It doesn't interpolate. I guess she's quoting more so Aaliyah's I Really Need Somebody on here. Also, there's the Give It To Me Girl, Give Me Corduroys. They built this song for success. I'm not mad at it though. The video is cool as well. Let me know what you think about Latto's Somebody. Glad it finally made it to the charts. It's been out for a while. 1 second applause again. 100. Now and at the hour of our death, Suicide Boys and Bones. New entrant again. Suicide Boys all over the charts. 1 second applause. All right, that is the Billboard Hot 100. As always, we take a look at what's happening on the album charts this week. Still at number 1, I'm the Problem, Yes You Are, Ew Yuck Gross. Coming in at number 2, K-Pop Demon Hunter Soundtrack. Last week, number 2, peak position number 2, 7 weeks on the chart. I need to take a look at how close these two are right now. Because with all of the Hot 100 success that K-Pop Demon Hunters is having, I feel like they gotta be pushing. Gotta be pushing for that number 1 spot. I'm rooting for you, K-Pop Demon Hunters. 1 second applause. 3, Bite Me, Renee Rapp, new entrant. 1 second applause. 4, Thy Kingdom Come, Suicide Boys. This is the album that we just saw all over the Hot 100. Let me know if you guys are fans of Suicide Boys. What do you think of their music? And drop some tidbits about them in the comment section if you guys are fans and have some information you think could help everyone else get closer to who they are. 1 second applause. 5, Swag, Justin Bieber. Last week, number 5, peak position number 2, 4 weeks on the chart. Stayed flat this week. 1 second applause. You'll Be All Right, Kid. Alex Warren coming in at number 6 last week. 8, peak position 5, 37 weeks on the chart. Rooting for Alex Warren always. 1 second applause. 7, One Thing at a Time. Ew Yuck Gross. 8, SOS, SZA. Last week, number 12, peak position number 1, 139 weeks on the chart. The success keeps on flowing in. 1 second applause. Number 9, Dangerous Summer, Yeat. Heard a lot of conversations about this project. Peak position number 9, 1 week on the chart. Let me know what you guys think about this. I actually expected this to debut a little bit higher. So if you guys are fans of Yeat, let me know what you think about this album. Yeat's one of these artists that's in that rage rap lane. Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, Ken Carson, Yeat, just that entire sector. And he's one of the biggest in this entire lane as well. So let me know what you guys think about this project. 1 second applause to Yeat. 10, Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter. 11, Don't Tap the Glass, Tyler, the Creator. Last week, number 4, peak position number 1, 3 weeks on the chart, fell out of the top 10 in his 3rd week. 1 second applause to Tyler, the Creator. 12, WTR Mas Photos, Bad Bunny. Last week, 15, peak position 1, 31 weeks on the chart, moves up 3 spots. Big shout out to Bad Bunny, A Love Letter to Puerto Rico. 1 second applause. Number 13, Dangerous, the double album, Ew Yuck Gross. 14, Massa. I wonder if I'm saying that right. Young Boy Never Broke Again. Last week, number 6, peak position number 6, 2 weeks on the chart, out of the top 10. 1 second applause. 15, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess, Chappell Roan. 16, Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going, Shaboozey. Last week, 20, peak position number 5, 62 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. 17, still in the top 20, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Clips. Last week, 14, peak position 4, 4 weeks on the chart. I'm looking at the footage from these concerts that they've been doing, and it looks crazy. It really looks amazing. Every clip I see, wherever they are, it looks completely packed. People are out there rapping word for word. There was someone who had a medical emergency. I think it was on the last song, or maybe second to last song while they were performing, and they stopped the show. Made sure the person was okay. Then they went back and they started the song over and closed it out that way. Responsible on stage at the same time. These are some responsible former drug dealers. I'll say that. Big shout out to Clips, Malice, and Pusha T. 1 second applause. 18, Rumors, Fleetwood Mac. Last week, number 19, peak position number 1, 645 weeks on the chart. Classic album here. 1 second applause. 19, Some Sexy Songs for You, Party Next Door, and Ew Yuck Drake. Last week was 21, peak position number 1, 25 weeks on the chart. 20, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish. And if you're curious, just past 20 and 21, we have GNX, Kendrick Lamar. Last week, 23, peak position number 1, 37 weeks on the chart. 1 second applause. Let me know what you guys think about this album. I think of GNX as a 2024 album because it came out in 2024. Now, I understand from an awards standpoint, this is a 2025 awards potential nominee. I'm sure it will be nominated all over the place, but it falls into the 2025 award season. But I think of this as a 2024 album. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you're curious too, Metro Boomin presents a futuristic summer hosted by DJ Spins, debuts at number 23. 1 second applause. Now, this is another project that really leans into how there's more emphasis on regional sounds. And so Metro Boomin took a risk with this project. He brought back a number of Atlanta greats from the 2000s and the teens. You got Roscoe Dash on there. You got Gucci Mane on there. You've got all the greats coming out of Atlanta, and it leans into that sound heavily. And he's been heavily criticized. We covered that on the channel. But let me know what you think about this project. Debuts at number 23. This is another project, again, when it was announced that Metro was doing an album, I didn't know what the concept was, but I was very curious to see how the market would react to Metro Boomin. And he went left, right? So he took an experiment and made a regional sound. So it's not necessarily the best indicator to what I was curious about, how the market would react to Metro Boomin right now. But I think this was a really good idea, and I like him taking the cultural angle on this project. I think it's a fun listen, even if it's not necessarily revered by the masses, it seems. Let me know what you think about that. 1 second applause to Metro Boomin. 26, if you're curious, Jack Boys 2. Jack Boys and Travis Scott. Last week was number 9, peak position number 1, 4 weeks on the charts. So we went from number 9 to number 26. This project isn't sticking at all. And if you are still curious down here, just to follow up, Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist. Alfredo 2, last week was 37, last week was 13, peak position 13, 2 weeks on the chart, and now it's number 47. Fantastic project in itself. I know there's probably a lot of fans in this audience. Let me know if you're rocking with that project. That's this week's chart report. Every Tuesday, chart report. That's what we do. Not a lot of major shakeups, but definitely some new names and some new faces in here. Let me know what stood out to you. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything, including The Company Man podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's all happening.
Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping in. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, dog. You don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunt is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.